another episode of PS Trophies Inc. My name is Matt,
And I'm Josh.
and we're checking the mic levels.
Their green lights are flashing.
All right. Well, that's all we can ask for, I guess. So, what you playing right now, Josh?
Minecraft Legends. Again.
You know, if you enjoy it.
I actually do. It actually is a pretty fun game. And they've patched in a bunch of stuff for custom games,
Nice.
which means you can set like invulnerability and just makes that just that much more fun. And there's actually trophies with that kind of stuff active, so
Nice. Nothing worse than a cheat code that disables trophies.
right?
Even if the trophies are specifically for the cheat codes.
Yeah.
Then that gets fun. Well, I've been playing a game called VR Reloaded.
Yeah. I'm dying still. This is still the wrong game. This angers me greatly.
As angry as...
As angry as Gun Club made me? It's getting there.
we refrained from talking about it, but he did know he was not a big fan of the Gun Club. And
Yeah.
I love it. So your experience.
So, background for those of you that don't know me, I was in the Marine Corps. I was in training during a specific time when basically it's government. If you don't use it budget-wise, you lose it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with ammo in the military.
Oh.
If you don't use it, you can't buy as much next year. So when I was in my infantry training, I
Government logic.
literally actually got to shoot every weapon
Nice.
and train on every weapon that the military has. So I've done a lot of shooting in my life, a lot of different gun types. And so I went into this not thinking about there's not going to be a recoil. There's, guns sit in your hand in a specific way when you're shooting a real one. And the controller doesn't sit correctly for me.
Okay, so you're talking about like the isosceles or the side
And
cup.
also, yeah, I can't.
Okay, I get
I kept hitting my controllers together.
Yeah, I had that issue too.
But it sat at an up angle. So when I was holding natural, like I figured I should be, I was pointing up a couple inches.
Yeah, you have to make a little.
And so I had to rotate down, which it was wrong in my experience.
With the Reloaded, there's a few issues I have with it, but I still have big stupid fun with it. One of them is it was a lazy port.
Yeah.
Because it'll say, in the tutorial, to eject a clip. And if you watched me the other night, I was playing by myself when this happened. I couldn't figure out how to...
I know, right?
Because it says to hit square. And I'm going, well, that's over here. Shouldn't it be under your thumb? Square was here on the move control.
On the move. Okay.
So to eject, you pull back on the
analog. Yeah, I finally figured that out.
But they didn't relabel the buttons in any of the tutorials.
Yeah, it did that. Yeah, the tutorial was...
It was...
I kept having to go into see-through mode to look at my controllers to go...
And then go, that's not
that
it.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So, and then, like, the first level, I'm going through and I'm, taking out targets, and it gets to a point where it's a tutorial to reload. Took me 3 games to figure out how to use the stupid... I just quit out and went back in.
Ah.
And I kept doing that. And then I finally figured out it was a stick, and then I looked down to reach down to grab a magazine. I didn't have any.
Oh. Yeah. There's some minor bugs. But once you get used to the minor bugs and ignore the tutorials and figure out the controls, I had a lot of fun.
I'm assuming it would actually still be really good on the VR one. versus the
As
VR.
long as you can
The
get it to
controllers are different.
A lot of the bugs are still there.
Okay, but you don't have like the controllers. It's just that controller system.
You may have to try the PSVR 1 version.
Yeah.
You had better luck with tracking than I did with most VR 1 stuff. VR 2 just tracks so much better for me.
Okay.
So I'm willing to forgive things being off just a little bit. It's not like you're going to hurt your wrist with the recoil from the firearm because you're having to point it down a little bit. You get a little sore after a while. The PSVR 1 version, when you grab something, like a clip or the gun, you don't let go until you tell it to let go. And I kept having issues where I'd be holding the controller and my hand would slip just a little bit, especially the finger on the, because you grip things in the handle. You've got the flat button in the handle.
Yeah.
And I got a finger that doesn't quite work right on my right hand. So I kept dropping the gun.
Oh, okay.
Because you actually have to hold on to it. And
That's why I was dropping my gun too, because I wasn't holding that.
Yeah. It's,
okay.
But I'll show you something. Might make a few people cringe, but I've got repetitive stress injuries from playing classical guitar too much, because I play guitar. But if I make a fist and then try and let go, that finger
doesn't want to let go.
Doesn't let go, and pop. I can make it do it. So I try not to grip too hard with that finger when I'm playing video games or anything else, because then my hand locks up.
Okay.
And that's right where that button is to hold on to the gun. So I'm not gripping hard enough. And if I move around a lot, it just lets go of the gun and drops it to the ground. And because I was playing way back in my couch, it would drop it into my couch where I couldn't reach it. So yeah, the first few minutes of that is a complete cluster something.
That's also another thing I need to check. I was playing standing up. There is a possibility of a difference with how
that might be because I didn't have that issue. But yeah, the whole palming for your stance, that is a little bit weird. But I found that if you get your left hand near your right hand and hit the grip button, it will visually grab and give you much better stability.
Okay.
So instead of doing it like this and you're clacking the controllers together, roll your left hand over and hold that button and just rest this hand on there. Works so much better.
Okay.
It's one of those weird things. But yeah, I'm a firearm guy too. Law enforcement dude. It didn't take. And that was a long time ago, but trained with a handgun and combat loading shotguns and things like that. Less sniper or SMG. Although I have trained with an M16. That was a thing back then.
Yeah.
Trained on a, what's the system with the projection screens and the CO2 cartridges? I'm trying to remember.
Oh, wow.
And it's a military.
Yeah, I have it. Wow.
They got us time to do police ranges for military police.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I do not remember what it's called, but yeah.
It's a rear projection, and you've got a light gun that has a hose running up to it with CO2, and it's a real gun.
And everything.
It kicks and everything. It's actually a lot of fun, but they managed to get us time up on the Air Force base training the military police simulators for handgun. And we had time left, so they had us doing M16 stuff, and we did like 6 weeks of training up there. And every time we finished what we were doing with the handgun military police stuff, they'd put us in combat situations or SWAT situations with the M16. And that was a lot of fun.
Yep.
I remember one time they gave me hell on that range because, if you shoot someone before you see the gun, the TADS system.
Yep.
It knows that you couldn't have seen the gun and you just shot a civilian without knowing that they were actually armed, and you will get dinged for it. And so I went nuts and it doesn't stop no matter what. When you shoot someone, they don't fall over. It just keeps going as if you missed.
Okay.
the rear projection system wasn't something that could skip around like a video game.
Yeah.
And so it was like watching a movie play out, but you got a gun that's kicking, and you're not having to reload it. So I remember this one situation. I see this woman reach, I see the gun come out, I draw down, boom, 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 and I'm just emptying the clip, drop, empty the clip. And they're going, what was that? I said, what? They said, you shouldn't have had to shoot that many times. I says, you told me to keep shooting like she's still alive. So they pull up my stats. I had gotten the first shot off and into her. The very first frame, the gun was visible. And then you could see my shots go around, boom, boom, boom. Either chest or head, chest or head, chest or head, chest, head. And she runs across the screen. The only shot I missed, she ran behind a tree and I shot the tree right when she was. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the gun podcast. I really like Gun Club VR, the first one, and I do like Reloaded better, although it is a lazy port. I don't see any difference in the graphics other than the VR2 helmet just works better. You know, it just has a sharper image.
Okay.
But I didn't see that they changed anything. They really didn't have to. Oh, there is better lighting. It's got dynamic lighting. It gives you all kinds of warnings that you can turn it off.
Okay.
But it's got like ray trace lighting, so the lighting is better, which you really don't notice until you're in the dark with a flashlight and a laser pointer.
Right.
So I am going to, probably on Thursday, take another run at it. There's no way I'm doing what would take 15 hours of video to show all the trophies.
Right.
But I figure in one more session, the last session was about 45 minutes, and it's available on YouTube and probably for a few more days on Twitch, depending on where you're watching this. It's about 45 minutes, approximately, and I got a lot of the trophies. On Thursday, I'm going to forego Throwback Thursday to do a second part of this. I was going to do it this weekend, but ran out of time. And I'm going to earn every trophy I can earn in a quick amount of time,
Okay.
and show how it's done. And then the ones that are grindy, like get all the platinums on these type of levels, I'll explain how to get them and what you're going to need to get them. So it will be a complete trophy guide. So I've already done part 1. I don't know if you saw the AI thumbnail. I was pretty impressed.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a part 2, earn all the ones that can be earned in a reasonable amount of time, and then show you how to get the other ones. Because on the PSVR version, I actually am pretty close to the platinum. Let me pull up some information on that. I'm pretty close to the platinum in the sense that everything that you can get except for own every weapon and the medals for all the different level types. I haven't even played all the levels yet.
Okay.
So I can't have bronze in all the warehouse levels. I haven't played all the warehouse levels. But I can pull up trophy guide for this, the text version, and I will let you know how many levels and why I haven't got that yet. But once you get the laser sight, the flashlight, you also can add a stabilizing stock to pistols or anything else, all kinds of stabilization stuff. When you trick out a weapon, then it's like shooting fish in a barrel.
And see,
unintended.
it's kind of funny because the first thing I started dumping money into was magazine size. Because I couldn't figure out how to reload.
If you start over again on your profile and you're really doing the trophy hunting thing on it, don't expand your clip until you've played about 20, 25 levels. Just learn to reload that well, because you're kind of wasting money on all the clip sizes up to the 100 magazine drop. Double dip. You're just wasting money, and you want to head launch it.
Okay.
Just saying. That's why you didn't see me buying new clips when I was doing my video until I had enough to get that monster clip. I was buying the flashlight and the laser sight, but I didn't turn it on for like 5 levels after I bought it. Oh yeah, I bought that. I should probably turn it on. But yeah, so there are trophies for getting bronze, silver, gold, and platinum on every warehouse range.
Okay.
And in the warehouse, there are 40 pistol ranges.
Yep.
About halfway through the pistol ranges in this game. There's 40 submachine guns. Submachine guns. 40 shotgun ranges. 20 action ranges where you have to accomplish shooting certain things.
It's a new
They're not.
world out
And
there.
15 zombie ranges.
In more
Okay.
ways
That's a
than
total of
we know.
195 ranges just in the warehouse. So that's going to take some time, right?
Yes, that's going to take a lot of time.
So then, and you know, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. So there's 4 trophies for doing all that. So
Okay.
just go for platinum, and
Then they stack if you.
And they stack.
Okay.
so then you've got another trophy over 9,000. 9 spelled like the German word for no. And it's attain every platinum on every Allied range. Now the Allied stuff is World War II centric. It's kind of cool. I think I played one the other night. But there's even more. So you got to get bronze, silver, gold, and platinum on all the Allied ranges. There's 40 pistol ranges, 40 SMG ranges, 40 shotgun ranges, 40 assault rifle
It is true, we
ranges,
have won the
20
battle.
sniper rifle ranges,
But I'm afraid the
and those
war
are
has just
interesting.
begun.
20 action
Destroying that
ranges,
dark
20
magic has
advanced
brought all
action
the hordes
ranges,
of the
and
Nether
15
to the
zombie ranges.
overworld and
Now the sniper
emboldened their
rifle
hunger for conquest.
are pretty
We must
interesting,
destroy
and you will
all
never
of
get
their
platinum on them
forces to save
if
the
you're using a
overworld.
bolt action sniper rifle.
You are our only
Okay.
hope.
I
There's a new
did.
pigeon
I
base in the world.
I did
Their hunger
actually
spreads
open
like a
up.
sickness.
I went. It pulls you into the testing
Oh yeah,
thing and to teach you how to like drop in items and stuff like that.
which is where you're going to get your fruit-related trophies.
And I pulled up an actual sniper, a bolt action sniper, and was messing with that. But
You're not going to get stability because you've got to take your hand off, pull the bolt back, and then put your hand back on it. If you're doing it one-handed, you're not going to get stability
yeah,
on the sniper rifle. So when you do that, make sure you have enough money to buy a semi-automatic sniper rifle.
okay.
The Alays are eager to
And
help.
there's 2 types
They'll
of
fill these
sniper,
chests with
sniper
things that will
rifle
aid you in battle.
ranges. One is like dude with a briefcase intelligence, and you've got an area where cars are whizzing around, and occasionally will stop, and one guy will get out and go grab a briefcase and go get back in the car and try and drive off.
Okay.
And you've got to wait until he gets the briefcase to make sure it's the right person
Okay.
and kill them with a single headshot. When they're moving, it's really hard. So when you see where the car stopped and they get out and they grab the briefcase, go over to the car window, and as soon as they get in the car,
Rhinestones are
then you drop
great
the
at
round
taking
off.
out ranged
You get
piglins.
one shot.
The
other
horde of the
sniper
hunt is always
ranges
on the move and have very little use for
are like
defenses.
3 or
Be
4
ready for their
targets that have to be
relentless
taken
attacks.
out with
You
headshots.
have something
Okay.
particularly
Because
useful
if
to
you
combat
miss,
this base.
You've blown
Take a
your
look at the
cover, so
melody to build the
you gotta-
redstone
you gotta
launcher.
time
They're
when
not giving
you
up
gotta
yet.
be quick, and you're not going to go with full action. Not for the plot. So just so you know. We'll talk about other trophies.
And you know, I'll pull it up in a guest account and try it. I didn't get a trophy. I played on my actual account,
Oh,
and I didn't get a trophy.
how about because you're having a new local problem?
And so,
Just remember, this is grab.
right?
It'll tell you like the T button. There's the T button,
Yeah.
the top button on the move controller. It'll tell you that.
So yeah, I'll try it with the reloaded. So VR2. I'll try it sitting down and see if there's any difference. That might bug me. I don't know. Training wise, naturally, I just standing or laying down.
You can actually do, there is a mode, at least there was in the first one, where you can choose prone.
Huh?
I found it a little weird.
It
Most of yours here. Hey,
Yo! Yeah. Wah! Sorry, pigs are going everywhere. It's amazing.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a prone mode. At least there was in the PSVR one.
Okay.
And it might have been sitting down, and it just changes your perspective. Which still isn't bad. It's got arms and legs. It might have only been available in Sniper. Check out the options.
Yeah, I'll double. And yeah, I'll do that sometime this week. I do have a plan for Eliminator.
No?
Yeah. I'm not gonna go out of my way to like try and win, but I'm gonna play my other version of Tunic tomorrow. And I'm trying. So you noticed obviously you noticed I played. I played some cheapy easy games.
Yeah. Leftovers from the 100 Platinums in a week.
Yeah. I did that because I'm just trying to get stuff off my system.
I can see that.
And so I was like, oh, look, I still have this. I wasn't even, like, for the horse one, it was the Stroke the Horse game. And I just took my controller somewhere and was just hitting buttons while I was doing stuff randomly around the house. I wasn't even looking at it. So, yeah. I plan on doing something, and I want to get Tunic off my system. I want to get My Little Ponies off my system.
You better do that fast.
My Little Pony?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know when?
July 21st, I think?
Okay.
Not for sure, but I did see it as on the list of games that are going away.
Well,
Plus.
my kind of plan was, My Little Pony counts, Tunic will count. So I'm going to just
One more push and the portal
do
will fall.
one of those games a week. If I'm eliminated, I'm eliminated. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm not gonna go out of my way, if that makes sense.
I plan to play what I want to play and post stuff for the streams. Like Gun Club,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go in there and just double check that I know how to get those trophies that I haven't gotten yet, the easy ones, and do that on my own account. I was streaming on a guest account,
Something dangerous stalks the net.
and so I'll probably pop like 6 or 7 trophies,
Yeah.
and then
The
do
children of the
streaming on
overworld
Thursday
fought
night
by your
and
side
pop
to
them
bring
again
back the
for
light.
show, for the
And now
stream.
their homes are under attack.
And
Go
if
to
I
them
find time to
and
play,
show
I'll
them they
play.
can trust in you.
If I don't, not. 2 things that really I'm looking at. If I win Eliminator, wonderful. I'm not really going to try to do that. We've got right now for this week, ending at midnight tonight. I've got 39.27 points. Rich has got 12.6. You've got 8.34. Lee's got 0, but she's playing while we're here.
Okay.
Nick and Allie have 0. We're eliminating 2 of those people. Well,
Yeah.
like, there are people here who've never won this event, never won any event, actually. And
The Horde of
I've
the
won this
Hunt.
event, you've won
They've
this
got some
event.
hard-charging piglins in their ranks.
There is a
Using Valley View
record that I
could help
want
you
to get,
prepare
and
just
that's
the right
Weeks
response.
at #1, and I'm tied with Jared for it.
Okay.
He's eliminated, so if I get it, I get to hold that record for about another year.
Right.
So I want to be #1 this week. I think
Okay.
I've got it. After that, I'm just going to play. And the other thing that I am aware of, I want to keep my streak going. So I am going to earn at least 1 trophy a week until I break some records there.
Every new
So there will
melody,
be
your
at least a
relationship with
trophy,
the Elaize
multiple
grows.
trophies probably next week. And the following week and the week after that. But I'm not doing anything crazy. I just want the #1 this week so I can set that new record.
Yeah.
Weeks at number 1 in Eliminator. And then I will
the best
be happy
offense
with
is
my
a good
performance in
offense.
Eliminator. But
Do you
I'm
know
still
why it's
gonna
better
get
to have more flames of
streaks.
creation?
Because
keep
it's
my
always
streak
good to
going,
have
so
more
I
friends.
will be earning
You
trophies.
continue to
Cool,
inspire
it
us
wouldn't
all.
hurt my feelings
And now we're allies
if
who will join you
anybody
in the fight.
who's
Your
still in
flames
the
burn
game
brighter, and we'll
for
call more friends to
Eliminator
fight by your
next
side.
week knocks me out.
Yep.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Same thing, and that's like that's why my
Now you're
plan
very
is just to
bold,
play
well,
those
to
games
stand up against the piglins.
to get them off my system. It's not like I'm going for something.
I am going for number 1 this week, and I think I'm safe.
Your inspiration grows.
But I'm
Now
not going
more
to
will follow your
ruin
lead.
someone else's day.
Now you have more friends
If I
than
don't
the
get it this
piglins
week.
running.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's like, okay,
Send the
well, Jared
piglins
and I
packing.
can
A
just
leader
hang
is
on
one
to
who
that
knows
trophy
the way.
together, or that
And
record
shows the
together
way.
till next year. It's not going to break my heart if I'm not first this week. But from here on out, I'm not being ultra competitive. I am going to play. You're not going to knock me out because I didn't get any trophies.
Yeah.
Now more friends will fight by your side.
All right.
I'm pulling for some of the other people who've never won an event before.
I had it set up. I started a new game
Okay.
because my settings were all jacked up in those other games. I don't know if it's something that sets weird after you quit. I don't know. So I started a new game. All my settings are good. But I forgot to start or set those buildings up so that I could have a bigger army. And now I have my big army. And I float. Because my fall time is very slow. Which I now realize I really didn't need to change it all. Because I turned the invincibility on, so therefore falling is not going to hurt me no matter what.
Well, it looks cool. Oh, I'm about to hatch snag in Pokemon.
Nice. So, gaming related, did you get a ticket for the event this weekend? There's an event this weekend for
I did not. Is it a paid thing?
yeah.
I hate to admit it. Quite ingenious,
But
those
it-
lava
I mean,
coils.
and-
Their heat protects the nearby portal.
There's just it's a paid thing. And but it's one of the ones that gets the expensive
The annual thing.
one. Yeah. So
Pokemon Go Fest.
it's gonna take but the ticket was like if you got it, there's something every month until and then it ends.
They're not giving up yet.
I think it's actually in August sometime is when it actually.
The portal is exposed. You know what to do from here.
But yeah, that the main stuff that's why can't I hurt the portal? So I was curious if you were Pokemon this weekend.
I might.
So let me know if you are. Allie actually asked me, "Are you playing stuff with Matt?"
Well, I will check into it. You might be able to get James in there too.
Yeah. All right, let's get me about 1 million of these bits.
Right. Well, another thing we should talk about is our multi-platform league.
Yeah,
We're doing an event that started July 1st,
and I did an experiment
and it worked.
because I got my platinum in bunny parking. Platinum in the last trophy during last week. That shot me up to 800 points
Yeah.
in the multi and then I went and got my. A couple days later, I did the couple super easy plats.
Oh, and it hurt your
which
efficiency too.
I was curious as to what that would do in the multi-league, and it tanked me down to like 200 points, which is fine. I won the first one. I'm not worried about.
That league is
Yeah. And honestly, when it comes to like the competitive aspect, I don't like that.
The portal is
I like
taking
a
some
certain
serious
amount of it.
damage.
When it gets overboard is when I have issues.
people get and win, lose, or draw.
And so,
The beast knows you are
yeah,
besting their hold.
it wasn't.
That
I'm
only
not
makes
really
you a
worried
more
about it.
appealing target.
I'm more interested in the statistical section
There's some
of
cool
the
stats
league
in there.
than I am the actual tournaments.
This event in the multi-platform league, as long as you get an achievement or trophy,
Maybe,
you qualify.
kind of.
So it's how much your metagamer score.com, you get an overall score there, which is weighted against the rarity, the trophy, and the difficulty, and they have a pretty robust system.
Yeah.
Your score can change with you. But generally, if you're getting trophies or achievements, it will go up. Even a little bit. Even the cheap and easy ones, it will go up a little bit. So our scoring for this event, summer event in the multi-platform, is
They're not giving up yet.
however much your score has changed during the month, divided by how many.
That portal won't last much longer.
So it's an average of what you've done, plus a little bit of play back and forth because scoring can change because more people play again.
Yeah.
And the trophy becomes more common. Can't control that, but you can go for
I've never
more
seen anything
difficult,
so fast.
more
How can it
rare
be stopped?
trophies and
With
achievements,
wits.
and not only
This
bring your
horde's
score
favorite
up.
target has
You
always been the
theoretically
villages.
drop
Watch
one
over them and be
trophy
ready to spring a
that's
trap
really
of your
rare
own.
and win the whole thing without playing games for the whole rest. And I just wonder if maybe Tiberius is thinking that because he earned two really rare ones.
2 trophy or 2 achievements or whatever,
And they're really rare.
and he shot up past me when I was still at 800, and yeah, it was.
I think that, well, theoretically, the let me take a quick look. The rarest, most valuable achievement / trophy in the league actually comes from StarCraft, and it's worth 3,091 points.
Yep. There is about 60 achievements in StarCraft 2 that are worth that price. And I'm assuming it's possibly not obtainable anymore is why they're so high.
What?
I
is
actually
that?
looked in.
Something wicked.
I
The
downloaded
piglins
and
are on the
reinstalled because
move.
I own it. I downloaded it and reinstalled it just to at least match that. I was like, I'm just gonna match it.
Hello, Booger.
The piglin's hunger grows with the
Oh,
approaching
speaking
dark.
of the devil, there's Ty.
Be
And then
prepared for anything when
I
the
just
sun sets.
it was the what I would have to go through
Okay.
A village
to
is
get
under
the trophies.
attack.
I'm like, nope, I don't care.
Where?
Check your map. They're going to
Well,
need your help.
So the most valuable achievement in league history came from Ty, and it's just over 3,000 points. If someone pulls off one of those, and that's the only thing they get, they're probably going to win. So instead of quantity, go for quality.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing bad. Let's see, where am I for the month? I'm not doing bad. I'm not doing great. I'm at 730. So, a lot of these Gun Club VR trophies are pretty damn rare.
Right. God, what did I look at the other day? They're one of the free games for us. I was looking at. It's a 0 platinum. Nobody's got platinum on it, and there's like 4,000 players. And I'm looking at that and looking at the trophy, right? And looking at the trophy list, the ones that have not been obtained are multiplayer trophies. It's win 100 multiplayer games. And it looks like I think it's a real-time strategy. So it's not. It says PvP or multiplayer. So I'm assuming you could do something where you're playing with friends and stuff and not having to actually do PvP. Or if PvP counts and somebody wants to get in on that game and we just let each other win over and over again and not cry about it. But literally, there was only 3 rare trophies on that list. Everything else was. We're talking like 0.01. And 0% because nobody has like 4 of the trophies.
With those lava coils down, the portal is all yours.
That could be worse. Worth a boosting session.
Yeah, and like I said, it's one of the free games, so it's not.
You'll have to remember what that is.
I'll look into it. I was just really excited about that. I'm like, this could get some rarity going on here. Maybe I'll save it for a rarity eliminator.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at stuff from Star Wars Squadrons for rarity eliminator because I do have some rare stuff. I am right on the edge of
Nice.
if it's still running. But it seems to have a large user base with PC fans.
Yeah.
Not so much with PS4, PSVR. And so if you turn on cross-platform, you can find games. And Ellis of Yore was kind enough to send me a Flight Stick Protoss. You seen one over at my house?
Yeah.
And it's compatible with Squadrons.
Nice.
I got it. It's also compatible with Ace Combat 7, which I got through PS Plus. And it was recently removed, and I never got a chance to play it.
Your presence is really agitating the piglets.
But I kind of want to go on a tear of using that Thrustmaster.
Right.
Play all the games and use it. I was disappointed when I found out that MechWarrior was it 5 or 6 when I started playing. I didn't earn
5.
anything. Yeah, okay, 5. I didn't earn any trophies. I still had it, and it was fun. I was kind of surprised and disappointed that it did not, in fact, support that stuff, because that would have been awesome.
Right. I promise I'm not completely ignoring and just focused.
He's focused. He's focused, folks.
Oh, I spawned a bunch of creepers. It's just perfect. It's what I needed.
Well, I couldn't tell if that was sarcasm.
That was sarcasm.
Great.
So,
the Elaines
yeah,
are
I'm
eager
going
to
to be
start
playing
healing the world.
Yeah, I may, how I would even save Gun Club VR, the first version, non-reloaded, PSVR 1, for rarity eliminator, which we start in October every year. It's my anniversary, and your anniversary.
Yeah.
Our anniversaries are about a week.
Yeah.
It's better because we started dating our wives about a week apart.
Raw. All right. Did any of my minions find me? Come up. Yes, they did. Okay.
So I guess that was good. The right time to get married, the right amount of
Yeah.
cooking time. Yeah. That was a trophy to
Oh.
better than plaid.
I might have to do this again and not have the freaking slow fall turned on because
Causing some issues.
it's causing issues.
I I may go do some NASCAR GT5s. I'm just kind of, I started Gun Club VR Reloaded, and beyond that, I'm just kind of doing it. I'm trying to get my completion up over 75%. So I don't want to start tuning games.
Yeah.
And I did
If
take
you
a
don't
hit
want to get any horde of the spore
Yeah.
on you,
Because I
using some
started
of the tricks
playing
Bannerview
Gun
offers is
Oh.
a good idea.
But I got enough of those trophies that, let's see, it dropped me by 0.06. 0.05 on my glasses. So, yeah, it dropped me a little bit, but that's not anything I can't make up.
Right.
Even if I have to grab it, I think you can 100% profit. In a few minutes, just to weigh it out. I'm in it for the long haul. Terribly worried about building. Oh no, my station went down this week. This other week.
Yeah.
My difficulty's off. I've been actually doing quite well on difficulty, which, imagine that. Down points, 1.1. I'm still currently the highest there's ever been. I've been I hold the record for the best ever score. 1,113.8. I've dropped a full point
This horde isn't giving up.
I'm still leading.
They'll counterattack soon. The witches were able to hold off the last attack, but you should think about helping them next time.
Rarest trophy of the week. 2382% silver in Gun Club VR Reloaded.
Okay.
And that's the one for buying that monster clip.
Okay.
Some of the later levels on the pistol ranges, you even have to reload that. And you'll get through one whole clip and half of it the second clip. That's some of the stuff that comes later. But when you're doing that, the cache is nuts.
Keep pushing. You've almost
Currently,
won.
I have the ultra rare percentage. 0.8%. You've got trophies for the week because you popped 125 and level 1.21 on your levels. You're almost at 600. And when you get to
The
600,
devourer
the
has
way
been
the
awakened. They are slow to
leveling
act,
works
but their insatiable
on
hunger will
PlayStation,
get the better of them sooner or later.
we have to do a
Ugh.
modifier
The
because
horde
the
of the
points are so
spore makes
different
my
from
blocks
when
crawl.
they changed the
They
level.
are such a foul breed of piglin. Forsyth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So every time you
They
get
look troubled.
to
The piglins have
an
set their
iteration of
sights on
100
another
on your level,
village.
I have
They
to go
will
in and
come
change
tonight.
the code for you.
Good news is, the
Because
sun is up
It's going to
again.
change how you
But the bad news
your
is that the
leveling.
piglins attacked a village in the night.
Go to them,
And
see
so
what they
right
need, and
now,
help them
your
prepare for the
modifier,
next time.
there's a modifier on there. Your modifier is 0.5. And once you hit level 600, that will change to 0.62. So it's easier for you to win the week by moving your level because your level moves slower. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you hit 600, I gotta change that modifier for you, and you are close. You're 597. So a few more of those easy games.
Which I don't know. My hard drive's been being stupid lately.
Don't do that.
So I just have my PS5 stuff right now. Which I don't care about. I mean, it's fine. I don't think I have anything else that I haven't gotten the trophies on, if that makes sense. So, I need to go through and actually look at all my... Right?
Painful, dude.
I'm gonna have to go through my collection, not my installed, my collection, and make sure I've actually got the trophies.
You're leading in completion to 0.18%.
For the week or?
for the week.
Okay. Well, you have like 100 more lats than I do, so.
That's good. I did write some new code for our software for this because, in case you didn't know, the entire site and all of using
horde of the
an
spore
Excel
gathers
spreadsheet
their
with
strength.
A whole lot of Visual Basic code, VBA code. I think it's up to around 3,700 lines of code right now. Wow. Nice. It's pretty sophisticated stuff. But one of the things that I pat myself on the back for, I've been managing to do it, we keep tracks of streaks, winning streaks. I got the most trophies in streaks. If I get a next streak, that has to go in and go, oh yeah, this person got that same thing last week. So we've got records for different streaks, and I put a note on the site at the end of the week saying, oh, they got a 2-week streak.
Yeah.
And we keep track of who's got the longest unbroken streaks on everything. Well, I wrote code on yesterday. I wrote code that automatically updates it in real time. During the week, you can see if you got a streak going and it's going to continue, if you're in position to continue. And at the end of the week, it'll update your records page, your section of the record book, that's a new streak for you that's longer than you previously had. And it's all automatic. I feel pretty cool about that. Welcome to the coding podcast. And I think it's a pretty sophisticated code to figure that out.
Right.
So, I'm proud. I like the program. It's fun. It's like Sudoku. Sudoku. It's like a puzzle game. Math puzzle game. If they made programming the game with trophies, I'd play the crap out of that. At work today, I got offered a new project. Like, can you get this done in a couple weeks? And it took me about an hour and a half. I'm just about to finish it. I like it. Give me new programming.
Your presence is
I have a
really
list of
agitating the
improvements I want to
piglins.
make to our software for the trophy.
Yeah.
And I just keep knocking them on. Okay, we'll do that. And it's getting easier to maintain. I still have to scrape websites for statistics.
Yeah.
That takes a while. Because they don't like bots, so you got to do it by hand. Fill out the captchas. I'm the captcha master at this point.
All right. Dudes, get in here.
You have almost done it. Keep fighting.
Wonder if I did a setting wrong that their health is lower. My minion's health is lower than.
I don't know what setting you're using. I'm not wearing glasses. I can't see that detail. I see colors. No, I'm not encouraging anything. So, for the multi-platform league, what are we going to do for September? Well, the July thing, we're going to go every other month. This is our first year, so we haven't decided what all the different events
So, the one we did first, is that always going to be based off of pure count?
I don't know. We may want to replace that one. But I'm liking how this one goes, because it does take a little strategy. Mm-hmm. You can't, blow past everybody. for the games. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Pay to win because you can control the planet.
Right.
This horde is feeding something terrible in the
why we
Nether.
chose long
I fear that
range
soon we will
trophy.
all be on the menu.
The Trophy League as well as this event we're running right now. Don't want to make it so that somebody who has a better paycheck or set money aside can blast through.
Yeah.
And I know you weren't trying to do that during the achievement month that we did
Yeah.
in May. It just fell into when you had scheduled to do the 100 platinums in a week.
Yeah.
Which you had told me before we decided to do that event, and I had just completely spaced it. And so yeah, that made that event less than fun.
My bad.
It is what it is. But this one, it could change at any moment. Someone could be popping an achievement or a trophy right now that would just throw everything up in the air.
Yep.
Or could get a whole bunch of really cheap and easy achievements. Or
It is going to be
trophies, and
particularly
suddenly
unpleasant fighting these
someone got a high
piglins.
score has a low score. So I kind of like how that's going. I'm just wondering what we could do for September.
Piglins never back down. Now they'll fight even harder.
Tend to wear my glasses in public. So I just go around looking like things.
The horde of the Spore gathers their strength.
If you're looking at month to date, we track achievements, achievement percentage, the metagamer score, and its monthly change. The scoring percentage, so the percent of points available for all the games you ever played and how many you got. We track that on the and lifetime. New games that you play in a month, games you've completed to 100% in a month. You've been kicking ass on that list. You can percentage of games that you have played that you have completed. The average value of your
The piglins will fight tusk and hoof to defend that portal. Stay
on
strong.
your lifetime, how that has changed. That makes more sense. And your achievements per game. Ooh, that might be a good one.
Like a completion,
Did
basically.
you feel that?
I felt it. And I think
Achievements
it's
per
better too.
game
The
divided by the
Devourer
achievements
has
you
left
get.
the Nether. They are here.
Looking at it for
This area has been
for
infected with
example,
piglin
I,
malus.
my achievements per game, I'm currently at 22.35%. So 22.35 trophies
Per game.
per game on average. And that might make a whole lot more sense. And do that and divide it, the change in that, because we are measuring the change.
Yeah.
The change divided by how many you got, which would mean one could do the trick for you, but it's not going to change your average that much. I'm kind of screwed because it's hard to move my average. I've got so many damn trophies and so many damn achievements. But doing that, that could be doable. Some of the numbers might be really small, but it's something we can do, and it would be fair for people who don't get to play that much. But the trick there, not encouraging anyone to game the system, is
What a horrible
either-
creature.
Watch out for the yuck.
play a game that's got a whole lot of achievements and get a whole lot of them to get them above your average. Or play games you already have.
You must defeat their leader Commander, before you destroy this portal.
They've maybe abandoned. I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I'm always
This horde isn't
about
giving up.
completion. That's
They'll
my
counterattack
stat
soon.
that I'm trying to work on the most personally. So
I'm destroyed my efficiency.
oh,
So now you're coming after completion. Oh yeah.
I've always been after. Completion, but I go to all the time.
Well, if they were listening, they're probably just working. That was George. Essentially, it would be a fair way to do
How did I destroy your efficiency?
all those buttons, all those goals. Yeah,
But you have more than that.
yeah.
Oh, I had more gold basically.
You have more platinum than gold versus bronze. They're the formula works based on formula for how many towards your level, and then it's added per trophy. So bronze is worth 15, silver is worth 30, gold is worth 100. So we had more manageable numbers. 1.9 percentage. You take all your bronze, times it by 15. All your silver, times it by 30. All your gold, times it by 90. And all your platinums, times by 180. And then divide that by
Total trophies.
total trophies. That gives you your efficiency. Oh, and then you divide it again by like 100%. So we get it as a decimal. Although it is theoretically possible to have a number something above 1,
Yeah.
above 0.9, you'd have to get nothing but platinum, which is like platinum. Nothing but platinum. Platinum, you're going to have trophies to get platinum. So, I guess it's not even theoretically possible. You could pop one gold trophy in one game and have an efficiency of 0.9. But because you have so many platinums compared to other trophies you got and the golds that you've gotten, you passed me out, but I was holding the all-time record at the time. And so you are at 0.3345. And my previous record was 0.3275. Oh, you actually got as high as 0.3348. So you've dropped a little bit this week. It's all that 75 bronze.
Yep, the
in that
75
one game.
bronze in that one game.
I'm currently at 0.3273. I'm down this week too, about the same amount. That'll come back.
The
But it's
piglins
funny
will attack
because
this village tonight, and they are not
what that
prepared.
means is once you
Then
hit
our hero will build strong walls and
0.3000,
towers. The piglins will have their work cut out for them if they come
anything
here.
that you get,
Witches are wonderfully clever and
Yeah, there's not
usually
gold or
very
platinum.
friendly.
Hurts it.
But the piglins
Okay.
have put them on edge.
so silver will drag you down very slowly. Bronze will drag you down fast. So it's kind of, once you reach those heights, once you get above 0.3, it's really hard to maintain. It's really hard to grow.
It's best to fortify villages during the day
When Mike
so they're
was in the
protected in
league,
case you can't be there
other
at
than
night.
Mike, when he was in the league, he and I talked about it. Yeah, once you hit 0.3, it's really hard to maintain. Lee's there. She's at 0.3009.
So do I have the highest?
Yeah.
Wow.
currently have
I'm
the
winning at something finally?
You currently have the highest, and you've dropped a little. You have the record for higher.
Nice.
And that's
That's
going to be
the-
tough to beat without destroying other.
That's the
Stats.
first actual stat that I have actually been number 1 in.
Ah.
How long have we been doing this?
12,
It's the
13 years.
first time I have been number
Alright.
1 in a
Yeah,
stat.
you have the record. Wow. I'm working on it, but do you know how hard that is without destroying everything
Right.
else with
You have to find
stupid
those
easy plats
plats that are golds and plat. That's it.
and not play anything else?
Yeah, and not play anything else, which
Yeah, you earned plats this week. But that one game that had 75 bronze in it, it dropped you.
Stupid horse game.
So that's one thing I look at cheap and easy flats.
Yeah.
I honestly look at it and go, if it's not overweighted with gold, you know, if it's got like 2 silver, 9 gold, and a flat, I'll go for it. But if it's got like 4 bronze, you know, 4 silvers, 2 gold, and a flat, it's like, no, that's gonna hurt. Not unless I get the whole thing, and even then, it's kind of iffy.
Yeah.
So that's something I look at. Oh, we are overtime. So now you know how efficiency works, and Josh destroyed my record, which I had held. I had held that record.
A long time.
I held it since it was a stat, since 12, 13 years ago when we started the league.
Yeah.
I held it up until Mike, no longer in the league, briefly broke it for, lasted like 6 weeks, and then I took it over. So 6 weeks out of the last 13 years, and then you come along and now I'm struggling. I feel very strongly that I will pass where you are now.
Yeah.
Getting that record back is probably not doable, not unless I really want to hurt myself in the statistical category. At any rate, enough of that. But it was trophy talk.
Yeah.
And if you're into trophies, and if you have any questions on how we score our league and all that, shoot me an email, matt@bagamatbastards.com, or join our Discord. Links and below everywhere. And hit me up and I'll tell you how it works. Because once you get the scoring system down,
Yeah.
as a formula, it's really easy to do that. Some of the records you keep, it's kind of a chore. But I'm writing the software every day. At any rate, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all that happy stuff. Be a community legend, especially the stuff that doesn't cost a damn thing, because we don't want you to go broke.
Yep.
We want your attention. So, until I'm back on Thursday night, until next time.
Bye.